What is going on, guys? I saw a movie, and today we are going to be talking about it. That movie is Jojo Rabbit. I finally got a chance to see it. It just opened at my local theater, which is funny because the Blu-ray comes out in 2 days. So it's like the first time that I see a movie in the theater, and then I can get the Blu-ray literally a couple days later. Normally there's a few months stretch right there, but Blu-ray comes out in 2 days, and I can tell you this, after seeing Jojo Rabbit, it will definitely be a Blu-ray on my shelf. So what is Jojo Rabbit about? Well, Jojo Rabbit is about this young 10-year-old boy who is like a Hitler fanatic. This film does take place during the Holocaust, and this boy, though he's never met Hitler, is just crazy about him. He's like, "Hail Hitler, oh my goodness, I love Hitler, Hitler is so great," but he's never met him. But in the movie, he has an imaginary friend who is Hitler, but it's how he imagines Hitler. This 10-year-old fanboy, essentially, it's how he imagines him. And so he's talking with that imaginary friend who is his version of Hitler. This boy discovers that his mother is harboring a young Jewish woman right upstairs in the walls. And now we have ourselves one of the best films that I've seen in the past decade. As far as films with just pure emotional impact, like the films that I've seen in the past few years that just hit me on such a deep level, Jojo Rabbit is just about number 1 on that list. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to go back. This film, even though it's a comedy, was absolutely crushing. I don't want to spoil anything, and don't take crushing as, oh, dang it, he just spoiled it. It ends sad, it's all this stuff. That's not what I'm saying at all. By crushing, I mean, it just makes you feel these emotions so strongly that whenever something bad does happen, it feels like it happened right to you. It doesn't feel like you're watching it happen to a character. It feels like it happened to you. I was so invested in these characters. This film did win the Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay, and it was well deserved. Taika Waititi, who not only plays Hitler, he also directs this film and he also wrote this film. He did a fantastic job with this script. This is by far one of the funniest movies that I've ever seen in my life. This is instantly one of my favorite comedies, and I have no trouble in saying that. This movie was hilarious from just about start to finish. None of the jokes felt unearned. They never stretched them out too far to the point where it wasn't funny. The comedic timing in this movie is some of the best that I've honestly ever seen. I feel like people forget a lot of times that comedy is a great way to get you invested into some characters. If a character is witty and charming and funny, you're instantly gonna be drawn to them. That is an appealing character. Now that's not to say that this movie doesn't have some touching moments, because I already talked about how crushing it is. There is, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but there is a visual callback that involves a pair of shoes. You see the pair of shoes at one point in the film, then later in the film, those shoes come into play in another moment, and that moment was just, like, instantly, when it happened, I was in total shock for like the next 10 minutes. I'm not even kidding, it took me 10 minutes just to like calm down and be like, oh my goodness, you know, because it's so well set up and so well executed. I couldn't help but be in that state of shock for so long. Oh my, like even just thinking about it, I'm about to like start bawling. By the end of the film, I was just so wrapped up in these characters. I didn't want anything bad to happen to them, but as we know, this was the Holocaust. Bad things were happening all the time. And so when those things happened, I was just like, please just don't die. Don't be found, don't be taken away, just please. I don't want any of this to happen. These characters were so well realized and so well written, and I'm getting very loud, but I don't care because this movie was incredible. The production design and the costume design is brilliant. I heavily feel that this film was snubbed at the Oscars. It did get nominated for Best Production Design. Not Best Production Design, Best Costume Design. But the Oscar went to Little Women. I mean, okay, I saw Little Women. I haven't reviewed it yet. It's a really good movie. I really enjoyed that movie, and I will buy the Blu-ray when it comes out. But, come on. I mean, Little Women, Best Costume Design, I mean, like, it should have gone to Jojo Rabbit, okay? Also, I have a message for the guy who is sitting next to me in this theater. I'm gonna say this as kindly as I can. To that 19-year-old, give or take, who is sitting next to me in this theater. Shut when you're at the movies! I cannot... Like, the smallest things that were happening. Someone will, like, walk down a hallway, and this dude was like, yo, bro, what's going on, man? Like, just at full volume, just in this theater, okay, there wasn't a custodian in there that could take him out. It's just, there was my little rant on, annoying people at the movies. Let's get back to the movie. Jojo Rabbit is one of the most emotionally resonant, emotionally powerful, and impactful, best acted, best written, and honestly best shot movies that I've seen in quite a while, and definitely the funniest movie that I've seen in quite a while. I'm not kidding. This might be my favorite comedy. Like, this movie is hilarious, which is funny, because it's not necessarily dark comedy. It's just comedy about a very dark time in our past. But it was executed so well, I couldn't help but fall in love with this film. And after seeing it last night, I feel extremely comfortable saying that I don't have any problems with this movie. And I am giving it an A+. Which also means this film is getting the Zabeast Award of Cinematic Mastery, the Zachem Award. So guys, be sure to let me know what you thought of Jojo Rabbit down in the comments, or what is your favorite satirical comedy? Yeah, definitely let me know that too. Thanks so much for watching, guys. It really does mean a lot. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, keep writing, keep shooting, and keep editing.